Hope y'all can hear me on this mic. About right there. Cool. Alright. Okay. Basic rundown. 17 mil. Got a 24 mil on the other side. You'll need a 10 mil. 12 mil. Anyhow, I'm going to do a chain adjustment. As you can tell, she's pretty loose. This will be the first chain adjustment, even though I know I took the tire off and all that. I put it, like I didn't even play with the adjustment. I just stuck it back on, pushed it back up, and it was still even, so I left it that way. Anyhow, I've been, I went the tape route on these tires. I didn't do that other shit. It was a lot cleaner. But I didn't use the rim tape they sell because I've heard nothing but bad shit about those things. They just don't work. They don't hold. And literally Gorilla Tape is the best thing to use. So I got not only silicone, because I siliconed it. I wasn't going to mess around with it. So I siliconed each and every point. And then I slicked it all over with silicone just a little bit. You know, not nothing crazy. And this is okay, here, I'll grab it for you. 1 second. What's up, certified? 1 month. Hey, how are you? Just some old gasket maker. That's all I used, and I used Gorilla Tape to wrap all that up real tight. And it worked. So far, it's holding there. The only thing I did have a problem out of, which I figured out, but it's kind of a sucky trade-off, is I have to inflate this thing to like 30 psi just to make it stay, because otherwise it leaks right in here. Now, part of that I believe is my fault because I don't have the proper tire spoons, and I've been doing it like an ape, sitting here just trying to work the wheel off, and I barely damaged the bead on this this tire, so I have to overinflate it. But I am going to be getting some fresh tires. As you can tell, these are starting to get kind of wore down a little bit. But I don't know. I might do it after I get back from the Ozarks. But I might go ahead and order some adventure tires, because I don't really like these. They wear down way too fast. Probably gonna get some good 70-40-ish, 70-30-ish. I mean, 70-30-ish tires. That way, I ain't gotta worry about all that. I don't know. I'm tempted to, but at the same time, it's getting close, because we're planning on leaving out the 22nd. Gorilla Tape was the best. Yes, no kidding. But yeah, I got Gorilla Tape in here though. Like I said, and it's holding. It's been on here for, I want to say 2 weeks now, week and a half, 2 weeks, and it hasn't lost a bit of pressure. Like I said, when I first inflated it, I only inflated it to like 15 psi, and it was leaking all right in here, all around the bead. Now, I don't know, it might have been my fault where I damaged that bead getting it on there, but I don't know. It's sealed up in here though. Well, let's see. Arrow points the wrong way. What do you mean arrow points the wrong way? No, it don't. You got me looking though, didn't you? Nah, I was careful with that. Anyhow, alright, let's get started on this. Let's light this candle. And there with the light. Just loosen that up. Now, get this light set back up. There we are. Yeah. Yep. Give it all the ooga doogas. Alright. Let's break this loose. There we go. Break the other side loose. Alright. Bring these out a little ways. Now I like these My KLR was like this. They give you a little gauge, a little point to go by, and a gauge, and it really helps. The only thing this one don't do that the KLR does is up here they actually have little notches. This is just a sticker. I don't really like that too much, but the KLR has notches, and you can go by those notches. Best thing they ever did. But on this one, you get a sticker. So make do with what you got, I guess. Okay, I'll start working this back while keeping a check on that. Oh, that's nice. Stickers going on this side. That's why I don't like stickers. What's in the right spot? Get in there. This might put the eyeballs on it. Alright. Alright. Now, make sure the chain's straight. She's straight. Again, this is why I don't like stickers. Because on this side, it's missing. Don't know why. Nope, they got little notches on the bottom. Oh, perfect. Okay. At least they did that for us. Okay, one more. Second one. What am I here? On the second one, look at there. I thought it was looking straight. I just want to make sure. Well, look at there. Old eyeballs are still somewhat good. Kinda. Not really. They suck. Okay. Just torque her down. Right there. Whoop. Helps when you hold the other end, don't you know? Pro tip. Once you get a little tight, it'll hold. Now, let's take another gander. Sure, still in the same notches. Still in the same notches. All right. We use the KLR because they do it on the top. On these, it's on the bottom, but at least they're there. Alright, she's torqued to spec. And let's see. Let's tighten this down. I'm going to tighten these. I'm going to torque them to spec. Alright. Alright. She's torqued to spec. That's 0.2 Ooga Dooga. Don't go full Ooga Dooga. Not half Ooga Dooga. 0.2 Ooga Dooga. Alright. Don't overdo it. Okay. Alrighty. That's just about it. Now what? Let me put one more. Alright. Okay. What's everybody doing tonight, huh? I guess we're done with this. Podcast time. No, I'm kidding. Ain't nothing like that. We ain't got no million subscribers. We ain't big like all that. Besides, I suck at all the podcasting shit. Trust me, I don't know how they do it. They watch videos and shit, man, and I'm sitting there thinking, how are they not copyrighted? Because like the first time I had like a laptop off to the side, and it was like, I was trying my best not to catch all of it, you know? It's like they picked up on the audio or something, I don't know. They copyrighted that shit. So I definitely don't want to push that. What's up, Riley Hodge? It's a little silver bullet here. Hell yeah. But yeah, we just got back from Colorado, y'all. It was Wednesday. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. That trip sucked. I mean, it was awesome. It was beautiful. We wanted to go. We found out real quick with a pregnant wife and a toddler in the back seat. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Car seats, I get it. I get why he hates it. Trust me, brother. I'm right there with you. Anyhow, we stopped about every 2 hours. You know, stopping, stretching, walking, all that good stuff, you know. Kansas was, Kansas. Kansas was Kansas. Do you like really flat shit? Alright, get that ready. I want to go all the way with it. Alright. That right there. But, yeah, Kansas was Kansas. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's Riley. Yeah, what's up? Now I know. One of the banks in town today. No shit! No shit, dude. Hell yeah. Well, sucks to be a bank, I guess. Let me turn y'all up like that. Move y'all back for a second. We're going to knock this bike down. Hopefully not literally. Battery bank stay. Oh shit, dude, which bank? Come to find out, probably the one I use. Oh man. Alright. This little safety thing out of here. We'll scoot you back. Don't need you in the way. Alright. Now we work the pedals. God, no shit, dude. No shit. Hey Riley, careful about locations. Just a heads up. And down you go. Almost. 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 Getting there. And down. Dog beds. Alright. Let's see. All the firefighters retired to the fire. Man, certified, that's my 29-foot garden up here. He's got a fire literally, I'm talking like, it's pretty close to him. Yeah, it's pretty close. He said if it ever hits the town, it's going to be what happened down there in California, 2.0. Which is not good. Not too good at all. On a scale of 1 to oh shit, how bad is it? Well, it's getting there. 114,000 acres, man. Holy shit. This is going. There's that. Okay. Oh shit. I want the battery pack. I don't want the light. Alright. Chat. Side. Chat, baby. Chat. Alright. About to set a bike on you. Come on. Go. Alright, boogie. Watch out. Girl, you really got underneath the front wheel. Really? Watch out. Girl. Your sense of survival is severely lacking. Your move. Thank you. There we go. Out here. Alright. And we're back. What's up, everybody? Back to south. All the burning stuff, and it in the woods burned for a good few hours. Oh shit. That sucks. Yeah, poor old surf fry, man. He's kind of sweating just a little bit where he's at. But yep, depressing fires and shit all aside. Turn the slide off. Other than the soreness from the trip and toddler screaming and all that good stuff, it was a fun trip. We got to see mountains that we've never seen before, dude. I'm talking gorgeous mountains. Gorgeous mountains. That there. Stay. No. Don't do that. Come back. There we go. Alright. You. Yeah, sure. Do that. Alright. You tried, Gene. You tried. Well, hell, shit, I'll do it. Hell, that's an innocent little one. Come on, Sir Fry sitting here like, step up your game, buddy. Replug in. There we go. Yeah. Hell, y'all want to go see the moon? Fuck it. Let's go out there and see the moon. I say it'd be a great idea. Let's see. Camera off for a second. Let's go see the moon. Go get eaten by mosquitoes too. Why not? Ah, peaceful. Alright, y'all enjoying the sound so far? There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Got the mic. Ah, you see what I'm talking about? Shit, Surf Ride, he's been trying for a long time, man. He gives me sometimes, man. He'll sneak them in on me. I won't even be thinking. Hey, I'm outside too. Yep. Beautiful moon tonight. You should have seen it when it was on the horizon. But anyhow, yeah, it is. Wish the camera would. I mean, obviously cameras have a problem with it, you know, trying to pick that up. Zoom in. Oh, yeah. Still terrible. Ah, yeah, see, like that. He got me. Let me see if this is dirty. Nope. What's up, Warrior? You tried to. Oh, was it raining where you're at? Wait, hold up. I did one of them time-lapse things on the GoPro, and it actually turned out pretty well. The first one kind of sucked because I left the back light on, but the second one went really nice. That and clouds, half of it was gone by clouds. But yeah, the second one worked out pretty good. I want to do a daytime one though. Like if we get like some cool clouds or something like that, you know, like a day that's not just blue, you know? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, thank you, Gene. Thank you. Oh, dude, we do more than just this. This is just me telling everybody I'm still alive because I haven't went live in over a week. But now tomorrow, not tomorrow, I keep saying tomorrow. Monday, we got some baler content coming. We're gonna be in the baler, we're gonna have trucks, all that good stuff. And then we go to another yard right after that, so we're about to have some steady content rolling in. No, I will not be in the Traco. Guess who's back? Old Frenzio, man. It's gonna be cool to catch up with him, man. It's been a long time, really. Golly, it sucks. It's just so slow. But yeah, he's coming back. You know, these are gonna be some fast-paced jobs, so that they need, you know. And I mean, Jason, he's doing great, man. I'm proud of him, dude. He like nothing. You know, he's a hell of a baler now. He's still got some things to learn, but that comes with time. But yeah, it's gonna be me and Frenzio at the moment. No, I told you, GoPro, and now you're no longer in. Oh shit! I don't think so. Don't give me the line. It did look like one at the beginning, but I don't think it's all full. Again, my vision's horrible, but I think it's slightly shaded on the edge over here, so I don't think it's a full moon. I think that was maybe last night, or it might be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't really keep up with moon phases. But yeah, by the way, what's up, Cash? I saw it early and it was all red. Yeah, see over here it was all yellow. I don't know where you're from. Where are you from, Cash? Nothing. Hey. Oh, Man, I'm still kicking. Nebraska, hell yeah. What's up, Noel? I'm in Tennessee. This is Tennessee right here. Probably ain't the greatest view for y'all, but it works, I guess. But yep, Bigfoot's out there. Maybe. Just maybe. I'm in the south. How are you now? Whereabouts? Let me grab a flashlight. Let's see, Wood Knox. I love the country. Let's see, I've got friends around Chattanooga. Oh, really? South Carolina? Hell yeah, dude. I'm pretty far from you, though. We're all the way on the west side of this state. Yep. Yeah, we're Tennessee's an interesting state. Hell, you can experience the flatlands, the hill country, well, mud hills, then hill country, and then you can head out into the mountains. But I'll tell you one thing though, I've been to the Tennessee mountains, and they ain't got shit on the Colorado mountains. Dude, they ain't got shit on those. That's probably the biggest mountains I think I've ever seen in my life. And that's, by the way, that was my first time going west. I've been everywhere east side of this country. First time going west. And I didn't even get into the big mountains either. Those were the medium-ish mountains out where we were. Pikes Peak, shit like that. I didn't even get to hit that. I mean, damn. Sturgeon Moon. There's somebody that knows. Hey, what's up, Don? Spooky stuff. Yeah. Hey, speaking of spooky stuff, so let me tell you. All right, I'm fixing to put my aluminum foil hat on. When I was in New Mexico, so we came back through New Mexico. We was avoiding a storm. We were shooting south. We was going to hit Interstate 40. That was the plan, and we ended up taking 412. I didn't know I was right down the street from it when we stopped. And that next morning, I was like, I was on the maps, just kind of checking, seeing what we could hit on the way back, And I was like, dude, 412 is literally straight down the street, all the way in New Mexico. It was right down the street from us. But anyhow, while we were leaving that night, we were driving through, like I'm talking middle of nowhere in New Mexico. And there was like I said, just awesome lightning storm. We got to watch this amazing light show all, in front of us. And I swear, I know the military flies at night and all that good stuff, right? And sometimes they don't use their lights, they don't have no blinking lights or anything like that, training, whatever might be the case. But this thing was massive. It was at a distance and it was freaking huge. Anyhow, lightning was going. It wasn't like it was sitting there and moved. It was like, lightning lit it up as it was going across. And it was going across fast. Like I'm talking, I've seen planes fly by, I've seen some fast, jets and shit like that fly by. It wasn't that kind of fast. It was booking it, and it was big. But I saw it just as the lightning was going off, Like I said, it was like one of them long lightning, deals where it kind of keeps the background illuminated a little bit. And I just saw it. It was going from left all the way to the right. Just big. Anyhow, so I had that little experience out that way. And so anyhow, I was like, you saw that? Yep. She saw that. So, yeah. So, I don't know what it could have been, but it was there. So, don't know what it was. Ain't going to make no claims, but it was big and it was moving. It was booking it. No lights. Just all I saw of it was whenever the lightning was going off. Because, like I said, we were watching the lightning as we was going. But, yeah. Anyhow. AM and, or something like that. I don't know. Was it faster than a jet? Because I saw something at daytime way in the sky. I don't know, dude. I didn't see no. All I know is it was thick. It was just, I mean, I'm talking nothing I ever seen before. It wasn't like it was a super long aircraft or nothing, but it was thick. You know, that's how clear it was whenever the lightning was going off, and it was just booking it across the sky. I mean, that's all I could tell you about it. I couldn't, other than it being, you can't say cylindrical because it was more like a squarish, but like a not perfectly squared off. It was more that was it. Yeah, just in a squarish shape, you know, but thick, you know, but it was booking it. That's the best way I can describe it. It has. Yeah, dude. Hey, you take it easy, buddy. But hey, again, while I still got my aluminum foil hat on, anybody find it interesting about them, you know, the quote-unquote Chinese spy balloons and all that shit floating across the U.S.? Let's see, we're not the only ones out there. Know that for a fact. Hey, hi, Ryan. Let's see, square, but not square. Yeah, more rectangular, but it wasn't sharp edged. It was almost natural. If that makes any kind of sense, that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. It was just thick. It just I don't know. What's up, sir? I know, man. But while the aluminum foil hat is still on, the Chinese spy balloons though, that piqued my interest. You know, they were saying it was. I mean, like I said, there was no real, like, nobody analyzed well, we didn't. We didn't get to actually see the wreckage, like the full-on dissected wreckage, and that's kind of interesting to me. So, okay, so it was just a string of them, and this is just the way I'm thinking about it, right? If it was truly the Chinese and it was their balloons, that shit would have dropped before it even crossed on the land, right? They let that shit float all the way across the U.S. and then shot it down just over as it got over water in North Carolina, you know, or North or South Carolina, something like that, somewhere over there. And they shot it down over the water. Okay, my theory. What if they were studying it? Because they didn't know what it was, and I want to say, I just got a feeling about it. That's all it is. It's not nothing like, I'm not trying to be no conspiracy, like, well, technically, yeah, I guess. But, like, I don't want to sound like a complete nut job, but, you think it's kind of weird that we had a Moa come through here, and it actually sped up as it went away, you know, and it got real close to us, you know, and then all of a sudden, not too much time went by and these balloons pop up. If you were, for instance, think about what we do. We drop probes off at planets all the time now. I mean, technically, when you think about it in history terms, we're doing it right now. I mean, there's missions flying right now for that. And a lot of them, you know, I mean, it could be to where they drop balloons, you know, and they study until the balloon, you know, runs its course, and that's it. Hell, we were talking about doing that on Venus, because there's a certain level in the atmosphere on Venus that's quote-unquote habitable, and they were talking about sending probes within that section of the atmosphere. They just got to get the, you know, it's got to be a balloon, it's got to be able to hold itself within that level. So it's not entirely, you know, it's not impossible to think that maybe that was special type of equipment to study, or like, hey, is there life on this planet? What does this planet consist of? And hey, there's things down there, right? I don't know. It's just a little tangent of mine. Yeah, gravity assist. Was your satellite? Made me think aliens were flying over us. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. No, they didn't have certified. But yeah, Aliens, right? I don't know. I don't want to sound like a nut job, but it's just that's my theory on it. Why else would they let that shit float all the way across and then shoot it down after, you know? Mission success. All right, shoot it down. They got all the, you know, data on us. I don't know. But it's just weird to me that we weren't able to see, like, up close the wreckage or what the contents actually were. All we got was a report. You know, we didn't get to see physical evidence. And I don't know. I mean, it just looks like the same shit we would deploy on other planets, if that makes sense. Yeah, anyhow. Weird random. Oh, yeah. Crickets, yeah. Yeah, it's nice out here. Cicadas are starting to ramp up. Sucks when you got one right up here by the house, though. Them bastards are loud. Good protein. Do you see that? Yeah, it's the moon. What's up, Jason? Jason Acosta. Oh, shit. Yeah. I don't know. It is weird, you know, that these, I don't know. It's just, it's weird they're saying, well, we're the only ones here. That cannot be possible, dude. As vast as space is, and we found worlds, you know, that are, they have the potential, you know. I mean, again, we haven't, like, directly observed them, or, you know, like, you know, and know for a fact, but it's just off of readings, but you can't say it's impossible. As vast as space is, it's just not impossible. And they're saying something about time and all that. I mean, you know, again, we're thinking with the technology we have now, you got to remember there's a lot of shit that's way older than we are, you know. And if you go back, you know, for instance, we're expanding, right? There's a certain point where we cannot see beyond because we're simply traveling faster than the light can actually reach us. And that's interesting. So what's back there? They can go faster because they have co-proteins. It's the boogeyman. Let's see, have you ever seen lightning at the perfect time when sitting outside looking at the mountains? Like when it hits a point of the mountain? No, I haven't seen that. Scared of the dork. What's going on? Oh no, we're just shooting the shit, and then we got onto like a weird, you know, alien thing. Anywho, welcome to the chat though, Vicky. Hi, Luke, the narrator. He's like William Shatner. See, one of the most interesting theories is that our universe is in yes. No matter what makes up our universe passing through the accretion disk. All right, so interesting thing about that, about black holes. So I want to say it was Albert Einstein, or it was in collaboration with Albert Einstein, because he's the only one that gave he's the only one that gave the scientist an actual, you know, like he worked with him on it, right? And I forget the other one's name though. It's really doing him a great disservice, but they were talking about there was black holes and white holes. I know we're getting into a subject. Certified's fixing to start. Yeah, I know. I get you. I got you. One puts matter out, one takes matter in, but there's no visible light. And there was at one point they were thinking that black holes were actually, it's violent, but technically a wormhole. You know? And they were like, you know, because we can't see in. And then they had that one equation that I think they ended up kind of disproving that to a point. Because technically black holes do, you know, slowly, but they do die out. Oh, coyotes. Yep, coyotes. More brownish. Not to scurry at night. More, yeah, exactly, yeah. Is it not just watch out for ghosts? Yeah. But yeah, dude. There's just so much shit we don't know, and I think something that really terrifies me is them playing with shit they really shouldn't be playing with. For instance, like creating miniature black holes here on Earth. You know, with the, you know, accelerator, man. To me, why would you? There was a point in time where they were freaked out about turning it on, you know. Visiting Liam, gone global, anyone? CERN, yeah. Right. It's just I don't know. It's just something that kind of terrifies me, because I mean, what if they fuck up and it stays? I mean, what are you gonna do about it, right? Here, somebody scurried out the room. Say like, oh wait, hold up. You tried, Gene. You tried. That was a good one though. But yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't think we need to be fucking around with shit like that. On planet. Take that shit somewhere else. Let's see. Oh no, our Earth, it's broken. It's broken. Oh my god, dude, that would be awful. I tried again. Yeah, dude. Yep. Just, some shit terrifies me like that, but sometimes you just look up and you're like, golly, dude. Any moment. Isn't it always weird that civilizations get to a certain point and then they all fall, you know? It's either a huge natural disaster or something, you know, and just... hell, we're sitting on a fault line right now. One of a pretty big one. You know, like out there in California, it's always moving, right? They always get earthquakes. That's nothing. But out here, this one, it's like a sleeping giant. And the last time it went, it flowed the Mississippi River backwards for like 3 days. And that's what created Reelfoot Lake. And yeah. Just terrifying. There was old accounts where people were in their beds, and instead of like a normal shake, it literally shot their beds, everything in the house to one side of the house. You know, it knocked everything. It destroyed a lot of shit, and that was back then. Imagine now. Holy shit, imagine now. They said there was waterfalls on the Mississippi River. It was that bad. Yeah. Pulls it back together. It's just an earthquake. Married and divorced her. I bet you did. That's why I jumped to the Mississippi once. It flowed up. Oh shit. So they do keep secrets. Oh dude, if you knew the shit we know, it's only the outdated shit they let loose. That was it. Some leaks. Like I said, what's his name? Snowden. Snowden really opened up about a lot of shit, you know. Like, he kind of... He didn't know, kind of. He straight exposed their ass. You know. And now it's just out in the open and nobody gives a shit, I guess. Go figure. Everybody's so used to being run over, you know. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to fight it, but, you know, first I gotta cut my yard, you know. I got some things to do, you know. I got to pay some bills real quick, you know, and... But I'm going to fight it. I'm backing whoever does go up there, you know. They got you right where they want you. You got priorities. Putin was going to visit America once, but he got snowed in. Yeah, this might be something that gets the stream taken down, talking about Edward Snowden and all them. What was it? Edward Snowden and who else? There was another one that leaked a shit ton of intelligence. Or like, just, it wasn't really intelligence. It was like just them straight spying on people, dude. That's like Snowden had that story about when the Twin Towers fell. And if you ask me, 100%, if you ask me, that shit was planned from day one. Alex Jones called that shit. I know, Alex Jones. I hear you. I hear everybody like, what the fuck? Yeah, Alex Jones back in 2001, I'm talking months prior to the Twin Towers, getting hit and falling, said that, listen, they're planning something big. They need this war to happen. They need it to happen. And he says, like, start looking at plane strikes, anything like that. He said, he straight up said on his show, the Twin Towers, they just took out plane strike insurance. Maybe that's something to look at. And literally months, like 3 months, I want to say. I might be a little off on that, but it was months after he said that the Twin Towers get struck, dude. That's fucked up, dude. Snowden, and then if you corroborate that with Snowden, he said that all of a sudden, now mind you, it hadn't happened yet. There was nothing that happened yet, but they evacuated their building. It's just they knew. The shit like that just pisses me off about the government, but it's like, what the fuck can you do? Because you're not going to get everybody together, It's just not going to happen. They got everybody where they want them. It would have to be some severely bad shit. Everybody's back would have to be against the wall, the same wall. Everybody would have to lose everything. You would have to lose everything collectively. And at that point, it's pretty fucking bad. That would be the only time everybody gets together. Whatever, yeah. Let's see, they keep secrets, but looking at Area 51. Area 51, dude, is so popularized. I'm gonna say that shit is just a show. They probably got you looking in one spot. That shit's somewhere else. But Ground Zero, yeah, dude. Yeah. It's just awfully weird, I'm not saying the planes didn't strike. They struck. I'm not one of those. I'm not the earth is flat type of shit, I'm not that. But yeah, the planes did strike. I just think it was planned from day one. All the events that happened, I want to say there was some form of, I'm not saying the whole entirety of the government, obviously. I'm saying there were certain actors, certain quote-unquote agencies within the government that wanted that. Again, mind you, weird how every time we go to war, politicians get uber fucking rich. How about that? Weird, huh? Super weird. Can't put my finger on it. About the kid who survived? Yeah. What's up, O'Neil? I once asked a flat earther, social distance, he went over the edge. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, they live amongst us. They live among us. But, yeah, no. No, I definitely ain't one of those. I get it. I understand physics. It's good, Yeah. There are simple experiments you can do right now to prove it's round. Which, I mean, obviously it's not perfectly round, but you know what I mean. The moon has a great effect on us. Yeah. Reagan said it best. Hi, I'm here from the government. I'm here to help. And that should be the most terrifying words you ever hear. It is. Yep. 2 + 2. I don't know. I don't mean to sound all crazy anti-government or whatnot. I think there is good in government. It's so overshadowed by the bad actors. And another thing is, see, if it was up to me, for instance, let's say we could just fix this right now, right? Term limits. And what I mean by term limits, I mean for everybody. Anybody in any government sector, I don't give a shit, from the highest office all the way down to the lowest. You could be a down in the city level type shit. There should be an election and there should be term limits. Just is what it is. You shouldn't have the Pelosi's and shit like that up there, running their whole fucking lives in government. It's not right. you know, magically her husband's an investor. She happens to deal with the market, you know, making big decisions that deal with the market. They just happen to always, you know, land the right hits on the market. Ain't that something? Make the best deals. Anyhow, whatever, you know, suitable advice, you know, sound advice I can give you is whatever she's investing in, invest in. Guarantee you. Guaranteed to work. Let's see. Let's see. There was a flat earther disaster once. They were taking a group photo. Told them to take a step back. 4 plus 4, 1 plus 1 equals 1 to D1. But yeah, dude. It shouldn't be like that. But yeah, it would. Oh, and pay. That's another thing. So in government, if your pay will fluctuate. Your pay will be based off of whatever the average household income, not the top income, not the top earners. You are supporting the middle class. You will go by what the middle class makes, lower middle class, because a sign of a good economy is a, you know, wealthy middle class, you know, a functioning middle class, the one that can function without, you know, problems like what we got now. But anyhow, your pay will go up if you do a good job. It'll fluctuate with it. If you do a shitty job, your pay will go down as all our pay goes down, right? So I think that would be a great motivator. Another thing, lobbyists. Shit like that, dude. I think the second you get in government, you should be audited all the time. I mean, frequently. Everybody around you. It should be like a, you know, your families, your friends. If you gain any kind of wealth, you should have every receipt to prove it if you work in government. That's just me. 1 to D1, yeah. Yeah, that's an old one. That's just me, though. I think you should be able to prove it. Because being in government should not be a luxury. Being in government should be a chore. You know, you're doing it for the people. You're putting yourself out there for the people. I don't think you need to be getting paid these extravagant salaries, dude. There's no way. And if a politician is having a heart attack, tell someone to call 911-1. 911-1. Oh, man. Yeah. Don't you think it should be like that? You know, president only gets 2 terms. I think Congress should get 2 terms. I think really everywhere in government should only have 2 terms. You know? No matter where it's at. Because I'll tell you another thing. Anybody living in a small town knows this. Go to any small town. There are some corrupt-ass places out here. Like, I'm talking judges. You know, the same judges been there their whole life. They're all it's the whole good old boy system, you know. Nobody else, like there's nothing that can come up in that town other than who they like and who they appoint, you know, shit like that, dude. That small town shit, that really is a problem. You know, I think that's another thing. That's why I say in all government, all the way down to the small guys, you know. I think that would fix a lot of shit. Get fresh faces in there, fresh, you know, policies. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. It could be up to the people to vote and, you know, do their due diligence. You know? I couldn't find the 1-1 on the phone. What about 90-180-280? Hold it. That one get me. What's the number for 911? Oh my god. He needs some milk. Oh, yeah. Yep. 9/11. Oh man, that was such an awful day. What was it they were saying? I'd do anything to prevent another 9/11, but I'd give anything to have another 9/12. Yeah. Different time back then, though. Cicadas are screaming. Yeah, they are. What's up, user? 3344. Agent 47. Won't get some milk, see ya. Take it easy, Gene. Yeah, I'm glad this mic is working out. I wish I could have it in the cab of the baler and the Traco. I don't know. I'd have to figure out how to make it work. I know if I ever let it drop really good, it'd probably be the end of it. That's the problem with everything in them cabs. It's already cramped enough. Of course, Forenzio's going to have nice, comfortable AC tomorrow. I'm going to be back in that hot as hell baler that they still ain't fixed the AC in. It's only been over a year and a half now, so that ain't no problem, I guess. Just the usual. I did get kind of spoiled to that AC, so I am going to miss it. I can already see him now over there. Hey, no motherfucker. I'm turning that shit off. I'm unplugging some shit. Oh, your fuse is out. Man, dude, that sucks. Well, go grab a fuse off the car. No, those fuses don't work. They're not the same. It's special John Deere fuses. Yes, that's what it is. What do you say? He needs some. Oh, yeah. Boy, we gotta try to make this phone work too. So I gotta bring my monitor in too. So I gotta figure all that shit back out because my phone will overheat if I don't put that sumbitch all the way on low brightness. I might have to go a minute without even talking to y'all. I won't even be able to see your comments. It'll just be work, you know. I'll be talking in the background. I physically will not be able to see my screen. It gets that dark. So we'll see how all that plays out. Yep. He had all that time to get that shit fixed while it was sitting there at the shop. Still ain't fixed it. Oh, destination bloodlines. Let's see what I mean. Dang, I might need some milk. I hadn't seen it. That's a new one. Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I really hadn't seen any of them since I think I seen the first one and the second one, and that was it. What are they up to now? What, 23, 24? There's a lot of them. It's kind of like Fast and the Furious. 15 to 20 years from now, we'll be at Fast and the Furious 48. Don Toretto. Watch him race his walker. Is the final destination. Oh man. Ain't no telling how many of those they're gonna keep milking those movies. It's like the new Lilo and Stitch. It's just not good. You know, the old one, you don't realize how good shit is until you go back. Like something you watched in your childhood and you go back, you know, and watch it. Yeah, Lilo and Lilo and Stitch, the original, man. It was actually a good movie. It was funny as shit. The new one, though, I've heard nothing but bad. Somebody did a breakdown on it because I wasn't planning on watching it anyways because I hate watching remakes. They just, a lot of times they fuck them up. It's rare they get a remake good, you know. But I'm gonna say this one I was watching the breakdown on it. It does, even just from the breakdown, it's just sucky, dude. They changed quite a bit about the movie, but yet they tried to copy the movie in a lot of aspects, but then they changed like major fucking things. For instance, Mr. Bubbles, fucking Mr. Bubbles, dude. Why the fuck would you change that character? That was like the funniest. Again, dude's dead fucking serious, but in the movie, in the original. But they changed Mr. Bubbles, dude, not Mr. Bubbles. That motherfucker was badass. Let's see, did you see that dude that's a mummified man after a volcano? Oh, you're talking about Pompeii. No, wait a minute. It's the power of drugs. You remember you tried again. Yeah, but I'll tell you a movie that surprised me. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That movie, I think right now in the animated world, that movie is probably my favorite. It was a different animation style. I had to give them that. The story was good. It was pretty clean. There wasn't no agendas, forced in somewhere. But I will have to say the protagonist of the movie was Jack Horner, but the wolf, Death, was probably my favorite character out of all that, dude. That character was actually, I have to say, for a kids movie, they went all out, dude. That shit actually gave me a little bit of a chill, when he said, "You're not no bounty hunter. And he says it, death," like that, dude. It was like, oh shit, that was actually pretty awesome. Yeah. Bubbles the clown called, wants to meet up again. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Puss in Boots is a good one. And then I like the last, like I'm talking the end scene, they went to Far, Far Away, which is another Shrek movie, and I think that's coming out in 26. And I gotta hope, already they released the, what was it, trailer? Or was it like a teaser or a trailer? And I don't know about that. It looks like they changed Shrek around a lot. Why? Like they changed, you should have kept it, like they didn't, you wouldn't expect them to change much, like a little older, yeah, but you wouldn't expect, of course their daughter's like teenage at that point, so you wouldn't expect them to be that much older, but even then they changed how they look entirely. I don't know how I feel about that. Bro's accent sounds like a cowboy. Look, he's having a, oh, what's up, weird? What was that, weird Texas deplorable? What's up, buddy? What's up, fine shui? Let's see, I read that line again. Bro's accent sounds like a cowboy. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I think I don't know, the new Shrek that's going to be coming out, I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm hoping it's good. I hope they don't fuck it up, man, because sometimes it's like, you really want the remake, you really want to see it with today's, animation and all that shit, but you're just so fucking afraid because of the message, that kind of shit, Haircut back search up, bro. Yes, dude, that one. I remember that one. I mean, of all things to do on your last moments, right? Snapshot, and now you're laughed at by millions after all that. Bro's a legend. 2,000-year-old legend. He was the first. The hell? What was that one movie that really fucked up? What was that? They fucked a lot of them up, but What was it? Shit, I'm having a brain fart right now. I like Critical Drinker. Critical Drinker, a lot of the times I'll wait until he reviews something before I watch it, you know, to see if it's even worth a damn. Because, yeah, dude, it's pitiful. For instance, what do you call it? Snow White. Now, I never would have watched Snow White. I mean, there's no fucking point. But I will say this. What the fuck? Bro aged. Very him. Stands to hear finish. I doubt it. I doubt he did. You know what it was? See, y'all think he was doing something naughty. You know what it was? Me dick burns. Ah! Dead. And now everybody thinks he was getting off. He died. He's like, well, this is it. Might as well. One last time. No, what it was his dick was hot. Excuse my language. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, like, holy shit, you know, he probably came in the door first. His legs, his feet were burning. His dick was on fire. Ah! And then he dies. I mean, you know. Fuck me. He's probably looking at himself like, what the fuck? I got the short end of the stick. He screamed in smoke. Poor guy. Ain't no telling. If you can go back in time, though, I bet there's a lot of people that would go back to that point in time and just see what was going on. Was he stroking it, or was his dick on fire? One of the two. Yep. Yep. That's like the Avengers, man. So the Avengers, that was a good movie. But the one stain on the Avengers, the newest one, the Thanos, you know. I don't know why I keep trying to say Age of Ultron, but it was Avengers Infinity War. But Brie Larson, nobody liked her. Nobody has liked her. All these characters have a huge backstory. They have years and years and years of lead up. Now, I hate what they did with Thor. They turned him into like a very not serious character. I hate that, you know. He's more of like a comedy write-off when he was a pretty good, like I said, he had a good background, you know, how they built him up to where he is now, and now he's just a joke, you know. So I don't know. It's funny, but it's like, you kind of destroyed the character over that. But Brie Larson, on the other hand, it's like, what the fuck? First off, flat ass. Second off, you know, just nobody likes her. Even, you know, like seeing her pre-movie, like just in interviews and shit, dude. She's already a, you know the word. Yeah. And then you see her in the movie, and it's like, you know, I'm instantly just overpowered, and I'm basically a Superman times 10. And it's like, well, okay, why don't you just go to Thanos right now and just take him out? You're just that great. I mean, you know, it's like, what the fuck, you know? It's like they didn't need that character. They really didn't. They should have just let that shit out. Oh well. This is funny. First is always better. Yeah. The original Avengers, Age of Ultron, that was a good one. Infinity War, though, I think is whenever they introduced Brie Larson. But she just, you know, nobody liked her. Where's Ursa Minor? Let's see, he thought he could save it. Let me go what I said for a second. Where's Ursa? I have no clue. What was that? Perch Mercs. Thought he could save it and cover it up and scream smoke with it. Oh man. Oh, can you imagine? You know, there was a video, if y'all want to see it, there's an actual video of this. I forget kind of where, it was a really bad one though. It was over there, I want to say, where was that at? It was Asia. Somewhere in Asia. Massive volcano went off, and they were in this truck, and they were filming this, so they had a camera pointed backwards, you know, like somebody was like, you know, just watching it. And it was part of a rescue team, and I want to say that it's the pyro clouds is what they call that. That's probably another name for it. I'm probably botching that up. But this is probably one of the most terrifying videos. That black smoke that you see coming at you is extremely hot ash. It will kill you within seconds. And you see these people as they're driving away, and people are running. Everybody that goes in that cloud dies. That's probably one of the scariest videos. It's just something you can't escape. If you're on foot, you're not getting away from it. And it's like right behind this truck. And that's probably been one of the videos that kind of stuck with me, because every person you see running for their life, disappearing in that cloud, is now dead. One of their guys that were on the truck, you know, was trying to save lives, right? He jumps off, you know, and they're trying to get him to come on, and he disappears in the cloud, and they ended up finding him later. He was dead, you know, and it's crazy, dude. Anyway, I was gifted $100. What's up, brother? Not really, but I appreciate it. Appreciate the thought. But yeah, dude. I work for a living though. You're good, dude. I ain't worried about it. But yeah, dude, that video stuck with me more than anything. I just can't remember what country it was in, but it shouldn't be too hard to find. Like I said, it's you might be able to find it by saying, like, typing in outrunning, you know, a volcano or something like that, and it should pop up within that search. You should see it. But it was just a truck. They were trying to save people, and I think the cover photo, I think I still remember this. It's just them standing there, and it's a road, and you'll see like a bunch of black smoke, you know, it looks like black smoke going down a mountain, and that's, I believe, the video. It's been years since I've seen it, but I still remember it to this day. Yep, I still remember it to this day. Oh man, sleeping? What, baby? Yeah. I'm about to come in. The mosquitoes are tearing my ears up. The moon has a... Oh, yeah. Adjust. Up. Let's see, oh, yeah, Earth's spinning really fast, dude. That's why they say if the Earth was to suddenly stop, it would be very bad. Very bad. Because everybody at once, depending on where you are, could be anywhere from... the closer you are to the poles, the better. Let's just put it that way. For once, living in the absolute cold would be a benefit. But everybody else living towards the equator would be dead. Very dead. Imagine all the buildings and everything instantly. Now, it would have to stop, like, suddenly for this to happen. I don't know. Anyhow, if it was to do that, let's say it was possible, everybody would go anywhere from 800 to 1,000 miles an hour that way. Tree line looks like a long forehead. Not even there stopping with a blade of my second wife. Hey, she must be Queso's cousin. Ah, he's gonna ban me now. Somehow he's gonna ban me on my own stream. You watch. Bro, how getting these jokes? I don't know. Ain't no telling, just comes to you. Somehow. I ain't even got the jokes, man. Shit, there's somebody I worked with, man. I loved working with him. He always had some, and this is just off the top of his head. It wasn't like he had to look at a script first. This motherfucker just carried this shit in his head all the time. His name was Richard. But I used to work with him over here when I was working on semi-truck. And yeah. He'd just say some of the most random shit, but it would just land. And he could do like the real long ones too, man. Like it could be a full-on story. And it's just like when it gets to the punch, dude, it's like, holy shit, that was so funny. Don't get me to line, I could not remember any of it, but I do remember it was funny as hell. Streamer has been banned from Earth. Point of view. What was that one where it was Meat Canyon? And it was about queso. That shit was funny as hell. Banned. Guess everybody learned their lesson now after Earth imploded. Major tongue. Ground control to Major Tongue. I'm floating into space now. Because queso banned me from this planet. Oh man. I used to have a job at a calendar factory. Because it took a couple of days off. Let's see, was that about 87? Let's see, Snickers upset. Wait, hold up. Back up. Wait a minute. What the fuck? This motherfucker. It appears, Starter Fried, you have a challenger. Fucking mosquitoes, man. I'm having to keep on the move. Yeah, something like that. Along the lines of hee-haw. Oh shit. Feel free to steal it. So, what do I mean by that? Right? You know, I know everybody's seen this at least once in their life. You see like an insanely hot woman, and she's with about the most butt ugliest looking dude you ever seen in your life as well. And you just gotta think, he's either one of two things. He's either freakishly rich, or he's got a donkey dick. Cause there's no fucking way. Damn. I've heard this one before. I've heard that one before. Yeah. Probably sausage or no buns or something like that. Tastes like shit, that's what it was. Yep. That's a good one, stir fry. Yeah. Hey, y'all. I'm about to call this stream. My ass is getting absolutely obliterated by these mosquitoes, man. They're tearing my arms up. Thankfully, they're staying away from my darn neck and shit. But, anywho. It's fun hanging out with everybody that hung out. But, I'll see y'all Monday. And we'll be in the baler. Burning up. Hot as hell. But we'll be there. Saw something sticking. Hell yeah, dude. Shit, all y'all take it easy. I appreciate all the subs, man. Appreciate all the likes. But I'm about to head on in the house. But see y'all Monday. Bye, y'all. Oh, hey, anybody wants to check out Certified's channel, which is my 29-foot garden. He's got an AI thing over there you can kind of talk to. He's always live. He's got a garden and everything, but you can kind of play with that AI a little bit, man. It's pretty cool. You just gotta type in at Verdant, and you can talk to that thing, and you'd be surprised. You ask it anything, and somehow that sumbitch always comes back to gardening, always. But it'll answer anything. For instance, I asked it world domination, and what else was it? Oh yeah, how to make $1 million, in gardening. And this sumbitch actually laid the shit out. Like, holy shit. All right, step-by-step plan. All right, well, we're on it. The AI's taking over. Yeah, it has. But, anyhow, y'all take it easy. Check them out if y'all want to. But, bye, y'all. Cut grass. Now, that's the field over there. That's my yard. You can't see it though. Anyhow, bye y'all.